We have to do the 10th lesson, which is the last lesson in the book. It's called Ksheerabdhi Mಥनम. This is taken from Vaidehīvivāhaḥ. It has been written by K.S. Krishnamamurti Shastri. I think in the Chittoor book it is written K.M. Krishnamamurti Shastri, but it is actually K.S. Krishnamamurti Shastri. I found the original book, so change it if you have. The Mangala Shlokam in that is Om Namah Pranavarupine Pranata Bhakta Samrakshine Traivana Viharine Tridasha Vairi Samharine Kaladhara Vatamsine Kali Malaika Vidhvamsine Purana Varadantine Purabhidangana Nandine Namah Pranavarupine. So Pranavarupine, one who is of the... This is a Mangala Shlokam addressed towards Ganesha. Even though the whole text is about Vaidehīvivāhaḥ, the marriage of Rama and Sita, yet Vigna Nashartam Tatra Prathamam Vignarajaha Eva Tatra Stuyate. Khalu? So Pranavarupine. In Tamil when we write, we always say he is Omkara Rupa. Puliyar, Ganesha is the Omkara Rupa. So Pranava Rupine, Pranata Bhakta Samrakshine, one who protects the devotees who bow down to him. Trayi Vana Viharine, Vihari, one who plays in the forest of Vedas. That is the Tattvam of Vedas is the same as Brahma Tattvam, which is the ultimate truth or ultimate form of all the Devatas. Tridasha Vairi Samharine, one who kills the enemies of Tridasha Devas. Kaladhara Vatamsine, someone made a mention that all four of them, that is Parvati, Parameshwara, Subramanya and Ganesha, all of them have that Kala, Chandrakala on their head as an ornament. So Kala, it is like the family sottum, yeah. It's a heritage symbol for them. So Kaladhara Vatamsine, Vatamsa is an ornament. So one who has the ornament of Kaladhara, which is the moon. Kali Mala Eka Vidhvamsine, he is the only one who is capable of destroying the impurities that come from Kali Yuga. So that is why you see that in Kali Yugam there is a big popularity of Ganesha, worship of Ganesha everywhere in this world. Purana Varadantine, Puraneshu Yaha Danti iti Prasiddhaha Vartate, or Purana, one who is the most ancient elephant. Purabhit Angana Nandine. He gives happiness, he gives bliss, or he is very pleased by, both can happen. He gives happiness to all the Apsaras three, or the Purabhit here is actually Purabhitana, Shivan. Tripuraharaha iti Shivasyaiva tatra nama, Shivasya Angana Gauri, Gauri Nandine iti. One who gives happiness to Gauri Parvati. So Tadrisha Ganeshaya Namaha. This is the first shloka of Vaidehīvivāhaḥ. It is a gadya kavyam where it starts off with it follows the story of Valmiki Ramayanam, and then it stops at let's say Vishwamitra, and then Subahu Vadha. Vishwamitra travels to Mithila taking Rama and Lakshmana, and then before starting Sita Jananam, or the story of Sita, he gives the Samudra Mథनम story there, saying Lakshmi's avatara is Sita. So that is the context where this Ksheerabdhi Mథनम comes in Vaidehīvivāhaḥ. Okay. Now we will start with the text here. So now you have an idea of where this Vaidehīvivāhaḥ comes in. Yeah? Purvam Kritayuge Balavatam Daityanam Tatha Viryavatam Adityanam Cha Dharmikanam Udiyaya Evam Dhihi Amar-अजर-न Kritva Ksheerodha-Mಥनam Prapnuvama Rasam Amrita-Rupam Rasayanam iti. The Anvaya in this is a little weird. The way this author has written, the style is completely not in tune with any of the Gadyam that we have read. So usually the Anvaya goes with I'll show you how why the issue is. Okay. So Purvam Kritayuge. before in ancient times during Krita Yuga. Balavatam daityanam tatha वीर्यवतां धार्मिकाणां आदित्यानां च एवं धीहि उदयाय. So usually we say धीहि उदयाय. धीहि अभवत्, उदयाय udabhut, it arose. So such a thought arose. So the construct of a sentence usually is that you will put the karma in between and then you will have your verb. But invariably in every sentence you will find that the verb form will be in the beginning and then the karma padam will come. That is how this author has written and that is his style here. So have that in mind when you start reading this text. So Purvam Krita Yuge, before in Krita Yuga, to both the Daityas, Asuras and the Aditya, Aditehe Putraha, Suraha, Tesham, Evam Dhihi Udiyaya, this sort of a Chintanam came in their mind. So who were the Daityas? Balavatam Daityanam, the strong Daityas, Asuras, and Viryavatam, the brave Adityas, who were also Dharmika, Dharma Buddhi Yuktaha, and this sort of a this thing came, Evam Dhihi Udiyaya, this sort of a buddhi came to their mind. Amar-अजर-न Kshiroda Mathanam Kritva. Again, Kritva Kshiroda Mathanam, Prapnuvama Rasam. You see how the trend is? This is how the author style is here. Okay, so we have to retune our mind and do it according to the author now. So Amar-अजर-Niramaya Ajaratvam Amaranam Ajara-Niramayata. When you have to put a bhava vachanam for two things, you can put the bhava vachanam at the end of those two. So I can say Guru Laghuta. Okay, Guru Laghuta, the tal can come at the end of, I can say Guruta cha, Laghuta cha, Guru Laghuta. I don't need to say Guruta Laghute. Iti na vaktavyam tatra. I can just combine both together and make it as an ekasesham there, saying Guru Laghuta. Like Mata cha Pita cha Pitarau. Itivat atrapi ajaratvam or ajarata and niramayata. Ajarata here refers to not having old age. In order to not have old age and in order to be free of any disease, niramayata yai. Kesham amaranam or amaratvam, ajaratvam, niramayatvam. All three together. So amara, ajara, niramaya. So amarascha, ajarascha, niramayascha, amara, ajara, niramayaha. Tesham bhavaha. You can do it in that fashion also. So understand it in that fashion. So amaratvam, not dying, and ajaratvam, not having any old age and not having any diseases. So in order to free ourselves from these three problems of death, old age and disease, Kshiroda Mathanam Kritva. So this is one and this is two. Kshiroda Mathanam Kritva, having churned the ocean, churned the milk ocean, Kshiroda, Rasam Amrita Rupam Rasayanam Rasam Prapnuvama Iti Evam Dhihi Udiyaya. So the connection here, you can do an open quotes here as Ajaram Amar-अजर-Niramaya Kshiroda Mathanam Krutva Amrita Rupam Rasayanam Rasam Prapnuvama Iti Evam Dhihi Udiyaya. That's how our normal sentence construction should be. I'm spending some time in this in the beginning so that the next sentences will all be easier. Most of the times he is going to do this. Okay. So let us obtain that rasam, which is a rasayanam, which is something that will keep us alive, and it is in the form of amritam, nectar. Tadrisham prapnuvama, may we attain, we should attain this. Iti dhihi, this sort of a chintana came up in the mind of the Devas and the Asuras during Krita Yuga. Clear? Tataha nischitya mathanam. See, again, mathanam nischitya yoktram vasukim yoktram kritva. See the construct here. Mantharam vidhaya cha manthanam. Manthanam vidhaya. Each phrase has a different anvaya here. Amitaujasaha surasuraha samhataha santaha mamanthus-taram. That samhataha should come before here. Again. So tataha. After that, so when this thought arose in the minds of both the Devas and the Asuras, what did they do? Mathanam nischitya. They decided upon churning the ocean. Vasukim yoktram krutva. Yoktraha, one who is that on the churning rope. Having made Vasuki as the churning rope, mantharam manthanam krutva. Either mandharam or mandharam irukla. Ganga avataranam kadasila varudhu.
Mandhara Parvatam.
Mandhara also is right, yeah. Manthara Parvatam or Mandara Parvatam. I was trying to see where the text is here. Okay, I can't find it. That's fine. Mandharam vidhaya manthanam. Manthanam is the churning rod that you put within. So having made Mandara mountain as the churning rod, Amitaujasaha, those who have a immeasurable strength. Mitam is measurable, that which is confined. Amitam is that which is not at all, we can't measure. Tadrisha ojaha tesham vartate. Both suras and asuras, both asuras and the devas have a strength which cannot be measured at all. Tadrisha surasuraha samhataha, together, samhatas santaha, coming together, mamantus tharam. Here you use mamantus taram and mamantus tamam as a suffix here to show this atishayam or superlative, either the comparative or the superlative. You can have vitarati taram, one who exceptionally gives is vitarati taram. Karnaha vitarati taram. So Karna is a person who gives charity in excess. Atishayan, compared to many people. So in the same way, they also came together and they churned with an exceptionally. Okay. Samvatsara sahasranantaram cha yoktra sarpa shiramsi dashanti shiladashanaihi darshana bhayankaraihi atyugram udvavamuhu visham. Samvatsara sahasranantaram dashanti yoktra sarpa shiramsi shiladashanaihi darshana bhayankaraihi dashanti yoktra sarpa shiramsi atyugram visham udvavamuhu. Let's do the anvaya here. So first is samvatsara sahasranantaram. After thousands of years, what happened to Vasuki? The Vasuki started throwing out atyugram visham, extremely bhayankara visham, poison, which was very intense. It started throwing out intense poison because as it was biting down with its head. So this is dashanti is actually shatra pratyaya as an adjective to shiramsi. It is not latlakara bahochanam. Dashanti dashanti. Abdi varno. Dashat dashati dashanti. Is that clear? So inge irundu varno. Darshana bhayankaraihi darshana bhayankaraihi shila dashanaihi dashanti yoktra sarpa shiramsi atyugram visham udvavamuhu. This is the sentence format. Seriya? So darshana bhayankaraihi, with shila dashanaihi, with teeth which are like strong rocks. And the pallala onnonnu avade parangal mari irundhudengra. It is not like our normal teeth which will break with even we try to bite down something. If we try to bite down some bhakshanam, it is gone. But the teeth of Vasuki is such that it is as strong as a rock. So shila dashanaihi, which is also very fearsome to look at. Darshana bhayankaraihi shila dashanaihi dashanti, the yoktra sarpa shiramsi. When the heads of the snake, which was used as the churning rope, was biting with its Shila Dashanaihi. As it was biting, while biting, it started bringing out Visham. It could not handle the pressure with which both of them were pulling it. So it started moving its teeth to show, the torture that it is undergoing. And as it moves its teeth, the Visham coming out. The poison starts coming out. Vavamuhu vamati ityukte vomiting. So it started bringing out extreme, intense poison here.
Was it biting itself or was it biting the Mandara mountain?
It was doing both actually. It couldn't do Mandara mountain because each one was mountain illa adhe dhaan kadichindrundhathu adu vandu
biting its own mouth inside.
Its own teeth inside, that's all, because one person, the asuras were holding them, right? The suras, devas were holding the tail portion and the head portion was being held by the asuras. Adunala it cannot reach the Mandara mountain which is in the middle.
Okay.
येन उत्पतितेन हालाहलेन कालानलमपि कबलयितुम् उज्ज्वलेन अत्युल्बणेन सकलोऽपि लोकः समवालोकि ज्वालाभिरालं दग्धः. Okay. येन उत्पतितेन हालाहलेन, by the halahala visham which came out, utpatitam, which had come out, kalanalamapi kabalayitum utpatitena. So go back from here. So atyujvalena atyulbanena halahalena kalanalamapi kabalayitum utpatitena halahalena tatha bhavitavyam. So ujvalena, that which was prakasha yuktam, visham was also shining. Atyulbanena, it was also very intense here. Kalanalamapi kabalayitum utpatitena, it seemed to, it came out as if to even swallow the kalanala. Kalanala here is the fire which comes to destroy the entire world. It was so intense that it was capable of kabalayitum, swallowing kalanala, the fire of the cosmic fire. Tadrisha halahalena, because of that halahala, sakalaha api lokaha, the entire world was seen, samavaloki, it was seen to be burnt by the flames. So sakalaha api lokaha jwalabihi alam dagdaha samavaloki. Okay, samavaloki is in lung, karmani lung. So janaihi lokaha dagdaha avaloki. Is that clear? So the loka, the entire world, was seen to have been alam dagdhaha, alamna completely, sampurnataya tatra dagdhaha drishtaha. Samavalokingiradhu drishtaha pota, it's very easy to understand that. So lokaha evam drishtaha katham jwalabihi dagdaha iti drishtaha. So it was seen that it was burnt completely by the flames, consumed by the flames. Okay?
So the poison was black in color.
ஏ தெரியாது. Why?
Kalanalamapi kabalayitum
ujjwalam asti. It doesn't give us the color of the poison.
Okay.
White ta kuda irundittu potume. What does it matter? Okay. Kalangardu is not idu karuppu illa. Kalanala is more like a adena let me remove this. பிரளயாக்னி, அவ்வளவுதான். சோ பிரளயகால அக்னி, காஸ்மிக், அந்த மாதிரி எடுத்துக்கணும், நாட் பிளாக். அத திவௌகசஹ சர்வே கிருத்வா ஹாஹாரவம் கோரம் த்ராயஸ்வ இதி क्रोशन्तः च शरणार्थिनः शङ्करं पशुपतिं महादेवं रुद्रं जग्मुः स्तुवन्तः तिग्मकर सहस्र सप्रभं भगवन्तम्. Now you know the trend of the author here. So atha divaukasaha, now then divaukasaha, all the devas, not the asuras here, divam eva okaha yeshante. So for those who had swargam as their oka, house, graham, so the devas sarve api divaukasaha, sarve api divaukasaha, all the devas ghoram trayasva iti No, I think we should take it as ghoram haharavam kritva. Adukapram pannalam. Okay, so sarve api divaukasaha ghoram haharavam kritva ha ha iti ravam kritva. Having made the sounds ghoram, a very terrible ha ha iti shabdam kritva, ha ha ravam kritva. Rava is sound. Trayasva iti kroshantaha. This comes directly here. So trayasva iti kroshantaha. As they were crying or shouting, protect us, trayasva. Kapathu அப்படினு கத்திட்டு போறாளாம்.
The tail and still they were more affected.
Yes, it doesn't matter.
The Devakasaha is Asuras were not shouting, only they.
Asuras, who will they go to? They were super confident there. They did not want to go and ask anybody's help here. It is only the Devas who are suffering and they want to ask for help. Yeah. Maybe the Asuras have better tolerance level than the Devas. Sharanarthinaha sharanam arthayante. Those who wanted sharanam here, they wanted a refuge. Sharanarthinaha santaha, being people who wanted a refuge, what did they do? Tigma sahasra saprabham bhagavantam stuvantaha, illana stuvantaha jagmuhu. That's how you have to take it as. So tigma sahasra saprabham bhagavantam, okay, 10. And then you bring all of the adjectives of Parameshwara and the Stuvantaha, okay, 12, and then Jagmuhu. This is how the Anvaya has to go. Seriya? Okay, Sharanarthinaha, taking refuge, wanting refuge, they praising Parameshwara, they went to him. Or you can take that Stuvantaha, Parameshwaram Stuvantaha, Tam Jagmuhu. அப்படி எடுத்துக்கலாம். You can take out just one adjective there and put it to Jagmuhu, or you can take everything and put it as Jagmuhu. Stuvantasantaha, as they were praising him, they went to Parameshwara. How was he? Sankaram Pashupatim Pashunam Patihi Saha. So all of the jivas are called Pashu in Shaiva Siddhanta. Sham Karoti, he is the one who gives Mangalam for everybody. That is why they went to him. Pashunam Patihi. So each and every jiva in this world, including Deva, Asura, Yaksha, Gandharva, everybody is a Pashu. And he is the Pati for everybody. So according to Shaiva Siddhanta. And he is Mahadeva. He is the greatest of all the Devas. Rudraha is also Raudra Rupaha. So he is the one who takes on anything that is Viparitam in this world. That is that which is out of normal, comes under the jurisdiction of Shiva here. So Rudram, Tigmakara Sahasra Saprabham. Parameshwara was also lustrous like thousands of suns here. So that's why he could take that halahalam, which was extremely intense and ujjwalam. Right? Tigmakaraha. Tigma karaha kiranam yasya saha. So one who has Surya has tigma or very sharp rays. So the tadrisha Surya sahasra, Suryanam sahasrehi saprabham. One who has a prabha which is equal to thousands of Suryas here. Is that clear? So tadrisham bhagavantam stuvantaha jagmuhu. They praised him, they did stotram to him and went towards Parameshwara. Tataha.
The Rudram does not mean Rodayati iti Rudraha.
அது வந்து as he was born he was like that. Rudra Ravananku தான் அப்படி சொல்லுவோம் தெரியல. ருத்ரம் வந்து one who was crying.
Devas were doing haharavam.
அல்ல ருத்ராங்கிறது ருத்ரஸ்வரூபா இஸ் கோரஸ்வரூபா, ரொம்ப क्रोधस्वरूपा इत्यर्थः. So he has to take on that amount of krodha to do samhara மூர்த்திக்கு தான் ருத்ர ரூபா அப்படின்னு பேரு. So one who is even capable of destroying the entire world, what is this halahalam for him? He can immediately take it and destroy it. இல்லையா? அதான்.
Correct.
ततः तत्रैव सत्वरं प्रादुर्भवन् शङ्खचक्रधरः हरिः उवाच एनम् अनीचप्रकृतिसुलभं शूलभृतं वर्गं कृत्वा मन्दहासम् अमन्दहासास्पदवैभवेभ्यः प्रति सुपर्वभ्यः ततः तत्रैव there itself, that is wherever this Parameshwara was standing, there Satwaram immediately or quickly Shankhachakradharaha Harihi Pradurbhavan as he appeared, he appeared immediately at that place. Pradurbhavan, having appeared there, अमन्दहास आस्पद वैभवेभ्यः सुपर्वभ्यः प्रति मन्दहासं कृत्वा. This is the next phrase. We will wait. So Suparva here refers to the Devas. The Devas have a Vaibhava, wealth, which is a Mandahasa Aspadam. That which does not have so Mandaha, they have so much of wealth that you can't even look at them and smile to humiliate them. And they have only little bit, you can't laugh at them like that, you can't even smile at them like that. Tadrisha vaibhavam tesham vartate iti. I don't know if you get the...
like new wealth. It's not like new wealth.
New wealth kuda illa. Adavadhu, they don't have so little wealth that you look at them and laugh at them that they don't have any wealth. Tatha nasti. They have wealth which you can't even... They have so much of wealth that you will feel inferior. You can't humiliate them. Tadrisha vasti. Appadi eduthukonum. Mandahasasya...
Devas have so much wealth, you cannot.
That's all it means. You can't make fun of them. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you can't simply. They don't become an aspadam sthanam for hasasthanam na bhavanti. Iti. Tesham tu they have so much of wealth that they do not become hasa aspadam. Okay. So Tadrisha Suparvabhyaha Prati, towards such Devas, Mandahasam Kritva, having made a small smile. Because he looks at them and says, you are all unnecessarily, getting worried about such a situation. Shiva will just easily get rid of this situation. So he immediately, after showing them a smile or telling them that don't worry, I will take care of the situation. I will talk to Shiva directly and he will take care of the situation. Tatha mandahasam kritva. Shulabhritam bargam aneecha prakriti sulabham. Okay, aneecha prakriti sulabham. Shulabhritam bhargam enam uvacha. Is that clear? So this is where it comes and ends. So he spoke to this Bharga, this Parameshwara, who was having a shula bhritta, who was having a shulam in his hand, aneecha prakriti sulabham. Neecha prakritehe asulabhaha, tasmat aneecha prakritehe sulabhaha. One who does not have a very neecha character. That is sadhunameva saha athava uttamanameva sulabhaha iti. He is easily attained by great people. He is not attained by people who have a lowly character. And Bhargaha also refers to Shiva, but I think it means radiance or luster. So one who has so much of Brahma Bhava Yuktaha ityartha. So he is the Brahman himself and he has so much of splendor in him and he is not attained very easily by someone who is of lowly character. So which means only Uttama Janaha, Uttama Bhaktaha eva tam prapnuvanti ityartha. Tesham eva sulabhaha ayam devaha. Tadrisham enam uvacha. Enam iti punaha. There is a punassuchakartham. Bhagavantam jagmuhu enam uvacha. So it is a repeat reference, and that's why they have used enam here. What did Hari, Vishnu tell Parameshwara? Deva Sarvabhauma Mathyamane asmin udadau devataihi. Devataihi asmin udadau mathyamane sati. When this ocean was being churned by the Devas. Yad upasthitam bhavati purvam tatvadiyam. Whatever, this is directly, you can take it like this. The same order. Yad upasthitam bhavati purvam, or yat purvam upasthitam bhavati. That which comes in the beginning. Okay, so yat purvam upasthitam bhavati, whatever comes out in the beginning, agre sarahatvam, tasmat ungalku da mudal mariyada kudukanungra. So you have to be the person to receive the first item that comes out. That is the sort of respect that we have to give you, because you are sarvabhauma. So you are the sarvajnahatvam, and you are existing everywhere, so you get the first preference. Tat Tvadiyam, that belongs to you. Yat rajase agresaraha suranam, yat yasmat karanat yataha ityartaha. Yataha, because of the fact that suranam agresaraha rajase, you shine as the first and foremost among all the devas. Ataha, because of that reason, agra pujam imam manyamanaha, thinking that this is the first puja of respect that we do. Just like how for Ganesha, we do the first puja, no matter whatever puja we do, we start off with Pulyar puja. Yeah? We do puja for Ganesha and then only do any puja, whether it is Saraswati, Narayana, no matter what. You start off with Pulyar puja. So in the same manner here also, Imam Agra Pujam Manyamanaha, thinking that this is the Agra Puja that we do for you, Asmat Prarthanaya Grihanedam Prabho Visham. Hey Prabho, Idam Visham Grihana, Asmat Prarthanaya, by our this thing, because by our request, because of our request, take this Visham. Vidhatsva Lokanam Bhavikam Bhavikam Narkanam. Bhavikam eva. Bhavikam bhavadeka sadhyam. Bhavadeka sadhyam lokanam bhavikam vidatsva. Lokanam bhavikam kshemam. You do this kshema, this benefit for the entire world, which is possible only by you. Bhavata eva sadhyam bhavadeka sadhyam. This is only possible by you. Tadrisham vidatsva. Please perform that. Iti udirya, having said this, uktva, satvaram, immediately, antar-adhatta, he did not even give a space for Shiva here, no choice. And Shiva is also someone who is Ashutosha. He immediately gets pleased by whatever, stotra that people do, so he will immediately give in to the request and he will perform it. So, all Vishnu had to do was, take this as the first respect that we give in any puja, whatever we offer, the first thing that you have to take. Iti uktva antaradhatta he idu pannita maranju baitar illaya, he disappeared. Okay, next.
In the previous slide for Kabalayitum you had marked in purple or something. Why was that?
The Kabalayitum, because it is that iva acharati illa, or Kabalay.
Oh,
it is not a direct dhatu.
Nama
So,
dhatu.
it's a nama dhatu. There is something else involved in it. Udamana ishta. We saw that in the last lesson, no? That, like that. That's why. If it is a doubtful, or if it has two things involved in it, that's why.
Okay.
Shambhurapi Bhagavan Udirana Anusarena Sharnginaha Sharanagatatranaparayanah Purnaha Grinaya Girvaneshu Garalam Karalam Halahalam Nama Leelaya Kare Kalayan Kabalayamasa Amritamiva Purastat Tridashanam Ishvaratam Yathartayan Swatmanaha Kshemanchikirshuhu Jagatam Ashutoshaha. Kabalayamasa is our verb which is here in the middle of the sentence. Bhagavan Shambhu api. Shambhu also. Sharanginaha udirananusarena. According to the speech, udiranam, vachanam. According to the words that Sharangi spoke. Sharanga is the bow that Vishnu has. So Sharangaha asya asti iti Sharangi Vishnu. So Vishnoho vachananusarena Bhagavan Shambhuhu api. Kidrishaha Sharanagatatrana parayanaha Purnaha. Purnaha saha is also a person who there is nothing missing for him that he has to get this Agra Puja and then only he gets respect. Tatha nasti. He is already Purna Brahma Sadrishaha saha, right? So he is Brahma Swarupam himself. So Purnaha saha, Sharanagata Trana Parayanaha, one who is involved, Parayanaha, completely dependent or involved in protecting those people who have come in refuge. Sharanam iti agatanam trane saha tatparaha asti. Tasmat Purnaha api, Purna Brahma Rupena Vartate iti karanat, tasya kripa adhika. So, Grinaya, Girvaneshu Grinaya, Girvaneshu, Sureshu, Deveshu, Grinaya, out of a mercy, show out of that, Kripa towards Devas. Garalam, Karalam, Halahalam, Nama, Garalam. Ipdi eduthukanum. So, Halahalam, Nama, Karalam, Garalam. Kare Leelaya Kalayan. Correct? Oh. Okay. I'm going to do this again. Halahalam Nama Karalam Garalam Leelaya Kare Kalayan. Is that clear? So, in a very sportive manner, Leela Rupena, Kare in his hand, he took this Visham, which is called Harahalam. Garalam is Visham. Karalam is intense or fearful, fearsome. The very terrible Visham Garalam. Halahalam Leelaya Kare Kalayan, having taken it in his hand, Amritamiva Kabalayamasa is going to come at the end now. So, Tridashanam Purasthat Swatmanaha Ishvaratam Yathartayan. Okay. That's how you do this. So, Tridashanam Purastat Swatmanaha Ishvaratam Yathartayan Yatharthi Kurvan, making it meaningful. Swatmanaha Yatharthi Kurvan, making his existence useful or making his existence as purposeful. Yatharthi Kurvan, in front of Ishvarata, he is an Ishvara, iti darshayan. So, Swasya Ishvaratam darshayan Tridashanam Purastat. In front of the Devas, he showed that he is the person who is the controller of the entire world. So, to show that he even swallowed this Visham like Amritam completely. So, he wanted to show that he controls the entire world. He is Ishvara. Ishte saha iti karanat. Swasya Ishvaraha iti nama yatharthi kurvan. Okay. He wanted to show that his name is Sarthakam in front of the Devas. So, Tridashanam Purastat Swatmanaha Ishvaratam Yathartayan, making it true. Making the fact that he is an Ishvara as a true or reality in front of the Devas. Jagatam Kshemam Chikirshuhu, wishing to give benefit for the world, for the entire world. Jagatam, for all the people who are in the world. Kartum Ichuhu, he wanted to do Kshemam for all of the people in the world because he was Ashutoshaha. He is a person who gets pleased very quickly. Amritamiva Kare Kalayanna Amritamiva Kabalayamasa. He totally swallowed this halahalam like an Amritam. So I think in Bhagavatam or maybe in Ramayanam also it is there, I don't know. As he was drinking it, some droplets fell into the world, and that is and the scorpion's tail got one drop. There are some insects which got those drops, and so their poison is extremely terrible. Iti asti. Next is Gatavati cha Bhagavati Bharge Punarapi Mamanthuhu Devasuraha. Again, when Bharga, Parameshwara, had gone, after he drank this poison, he is not remaining to see what are they getting. Let me take a portion of the Amritam or Lakshmi, or he was not at all in that scene. That is Parameshwara here. He was called to protect all of the people, but when they got riches, they didn't even call him there. He was never around. Anyway, but of course the moon, adoda kala eva tasya vartate, but he was never present there. Anyway, Gatavati Bhagavati Bharge, when Shiva had gone away from the scene, Devasuraha Punarapi Mamantuhu, they again churned the ocean. Atha Mathanat Unmathitaha Aham Bhuvam Ma iti Bhitim Ityeva Pravivesha Patalam Mantha Prithvidharaha Bata Mandaraha Api. Now what happened is, I should not become completely unmathitaha. That is, I should not become troubled by this mathanam, by this churning. Iti chintayitva, having thought in this manner. See, they were completely torturing this Mandara mountain back and forth, back and forth. He thought he will be destroyed in this process. So he did not want to be destroyed in this process. So he slipped down to Patalam from his position. This is the meaning of this sentence here. So Mandaraha api Mantha Prithvidaraha Mandaraha api Patalam Pravivesha. He entered into the Patalam. Mantha Prithvidaraha. Prithvidaraha is mountain. The mountain which was used as Mantha, a churning rod. You clear? So Mantha Prithvidaraha, the churning rod mountain, or the mountain which was used as that rod, which is Mandara mountain, he entered into the Patalam. Patalam Pravivesha Ityeva. Evam Chintayitva. Thinking how Bhitim Etya. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Bhitim Etya Iva. Patalam Praviveshya, as if he had gotten afraid. Bhitim Etya Iva. So what is the format of his fear here? Atha Mathanat. In this manner, or Atha later. Tataha. Tadanantaram. Mathanad Unmathitaha Aham Ma Bhuvam. Ma iti atrasti. Bhuvam iti atrasti. So Aham Mathanat Unmathitaha Ma Bhuvam. Abhuvam is your word. That is the lung lakara form. But mange namang yoge, when mang is used, the akara is dropped. So it will remain as Ma Bhuvam. It is actually
not in Lungarte, right? This lung is not in Lungarte. It's like Lodarte or something like that.
Lotarte. Ama. Yes. Loteva. Tatra. Mathanat, because of the churning, Unmathitaha. Unmathitaha can mean I should be crushed. And the madri edad eduthukalam. Illana I should be tortured angra madri eduthukalam. I shouldn't be tortured. Iti chintayit, iti bhitim etya iva. I should not be agitated because of this mathanam. Iti bhitim etya iva. As if he had obtained this fear, he totally slipped into the patala. Okay? Bata is actually a yo. He just got abdina vartapadrathu. It's a sign of khedam. Tataha Astavishuhu Madhusudanam Divishadaha Piyusha Lipsaya Nirvedam Anasadya Prasadayitum Ribhuksha Prabhrutayaha Lakshyeka Chakshushkaha Pushpavat Chakshushkam. Okay. Tataha, then Divishadaha Ribhuksha Prabhrutayaha Divishadaha Ribhuksha Prabhrutayaha. Hold on. I forgot to silence my phone. Ribhuksha Prabhrutayaha Divishadaha Ribhuksha is again Devendra. Indra is called Ribhuksha. I'll just check the Vyutpatti here. 1 minute. Ribhavaha is Devaha. Kriyanti Vasanti Yatra. So Ribhuksha is actually Swarga. It also means Indra. Ribhuksha also means Indra. Okay, so Ribhuksha Prabhritayaha, Devendra, Indra and others, Divishadaha and the other Devas. What did they do? Piyusha Lipsaya Nirvedam Anasadya without getting disheartened. Nirvedam Dukkham Anasadya without getting disheartened. What did they do? Lakshaika Chakshushkaha Santaha. Abdi potukongo. Okay. Those who had only the target in front of their eyes. Lakshyam Chakshushkaha. They had eyes which were only on the target. So Lakshaika Chakshushkaha. Lakshamatram. Lakshaikam Chakshuhu Yeshanti. So those who that's how you have to take this, yeah. Lakshaika Chakshushkaha Santaha, having their mind or their eye only on the target. Pushpavat Chakshushkam Madhusudanam Astavishuhu. They praised Madhusudana, Vishnu, who had an eye which is like a flower. Pundarikakshaha ityartaha. Tasmade Pushpavat Chakshuhu Yasya Saha. Pushpavat Chakshushkaha. So one who had an eye like a flower, that is, his eye was like a lotus. He is called Pundarikaksha. Yeah? So, Hey Prabho, Astavishuhu, they praised him. This is also in Lung. Astavit. Prabho, Palaya Asman Kshitibhritam Etam Uddhara. Simple. Asman Palaya, protect us. Kshitibhritam Etam Uddhara. Uplift this mountain from the Patala. Bring it out. Iti. They praised Vishnu. That is, they did a stotram towards Vishnu here and asked him to come and rescue them. Shrutva iti shrutva. Okay. Iti shrutva, sorry. Iti shrutva, having heard the words of the Devas, Bhakta Paradinaha Vaikunthaha Kamatham Vapuhu Asthitaha Prishtataha Kritva Prithvidaram Adhyudadi Shishye Harihi. Okay, Astitaha. Till this one phrase here. Bhakta Paradinaha Vaikuntaha. Vaikuntaha, Vishnu. So his place is also Vaikuntha. So Vaikuntham Asteyaha Sayeva Vaikuntaha. One who does not have any faults. Kuntha is fault and Vaikuntha, Vikunthaha. One who does not have any faults. He is Vaikuntaha. So the faultless Vishnu, who is Bhakta Paradina, who is ever attracted towards his devotees. He listens to his devotees completely. Right? So he is dependent on his devotees. Tadrishaha Vishnuhu Kamatham Vapuhu Asthitaha. Kamathaha is tortoise. And Kamatham Vapuhu, the body of a tortoise. Kamathasya idam Kamatham. So Kamatham Vapuhu Asthitaha, taking upon a form of a tortoise. Prithvidaram Prishtataha Kritva, having placed the mountain on his back. Adhyudadi Shishye, Harihi Adhyudadi Shishye. Okay, you can take this Harihi here and put this Vaikuntaha Harihi, Kamatham Vapuhu Astitaha, taking on the form of a tortoise and placing the Prithvidhara, the mountain, on his back. Adhyudadi. Adhyudadi is an Avyayibhava Samasa. Udadhau iti Adhyudadi. Adhi comes in the place of Saptami Vibhakti. So it means Samudre ityartaha. That's all. Samudre Shishye Shete. He slept or he laid down inside the Samudram. Lokatma Saha Keshavaha Parvatagramapi Hastena Akramya Sthitva Cha Devanam Madhye Hanta Mamantha Swayamapi Purushottamaha Pradidarshaishuhu Iva Prabhavam Atmanaha. Atmanaha Prabhavam. Prabhavam illa? Prabhava also means prabhava iti. Prabhoho gunaha prabhavam, superiority. He wanted to show his superiority. Pradidarshayishuhu. So pradarshayitum ichuhu. One who wanted to show his prabhavam prabhutvam. Wanting to show his prabhutvam. Even as if he wanted to show his prabhutvam. Purushottama, then what he did, Lokatma, one whose Atma, Shariram is the entire world, or one who is the Antaratma of the entire world. Both ways we can do it. Because the entire world emerged from Vishnu, hence he is Lokatma. Lokaha eva Shariram yasya, Atma yasya. Or Lokasya Atma, one who is the Antaryami of the entire world, or Lokana. Saha Keshavaha, that Keshava, Vishnu, Parvatagramapī hastena akramya, he also took the Shikharam in his hand. I think I told before in this class or somewhere else that he took 7 or 8 forms during this Samudra Mathanam. So he went and grabbed the top portion of the Shikharam, akramya, Devanam madhyecha stitva, and he stood in the middle of the Devas. He also took another Rupam and stood in the middle of the Asuras also. There were some, so many Rupams that he took during that Samudra Mathana. Swayamapi Purushottama himself, Atmanaha Prabhavam Pradidarshayishuhu iva, as if he wanted to show off his supremacy. Swayam Purushottamaha Swayamapi Mamantha, he himself churned the ocean. Clear? We just have one more paragraph which we will do next class and start on the Vyakaranam if possible. Okay? Any doubts till now? Yeah. Okay.